Welcome back. My name is Nick Starchild, and I make videos for people who are people of color, queer folks who want to change their lives through travel, sabbaticals, career transitions, and financial literacy. I'm a lifestyle architect, so that means that I help you design and build your house. It's up to you to live in it and maintain it. I offer real and practical advice on changing your life. I personally traveled and gone through many career transitions in different industries and taken sabbaticals that have changed my life. In addition, I've used financial literacy to get out of credit card debt and establish some investments. So if you want help with something like these topics that I'm talking about, or just want to chat, you can use my Calendly link in the description below. Otherwise, you can subscribe, share. Commenting is fine, but not necessary. I feel that people tend to use comment sections as a right instead of a privilege, and can be kind of aggressive or leave hateful comments, negative comments, and I'm just not here for that. So if you leave a negative comment, I will just delete it. Actually, I probably won't even delete it. I'll probably just mute you, and so I can still get the engagement. But yeah, so with that, I just want to help people thrive. That's all I'm saying. So let's just get into today's video. Today, I want to talk about 6 steps in taking a year off work. So this is all about sabbatical planning. I took a sabbatical last year after being laid off from my last company, and it was fantastic. What a great time for personal growth and rejuvenation. And it changed my life. I started my business. I moved abroad. I completely did a crazy life change, and I'm so happy that I did it. So I want to get into those 6 steps that I feel are really key in helping people achieve these goals. And so, I'm sorry, I'll be touching my nose a lot. My nose itches when I'm talking and moving and speaking to the camera. I think it's some kind of tick. But anywho, I have to touch my face. The first one is setting goals. So super important is what are you trying to do? What are your aspirations? What are your intentions? You got to be specific. You got to be they got to be achievable goals, and really get to the core of what you're trying to do. Your self-discovery and skill development, whatever, travel, whatever you're trying to do, get really specific on what those are, and set those goals. You can want to set SMART goals too. So look that up, the acronym SMART, and it'll define how you can make your goal. You can just follow the acronym. 2, you want to analyze your needs and your resources, right? So you want to go through do a self-assessment, right, of yourself, your financial situation, your emotional state. Logistically, are you physically able to move and do things? Where are you at in terms of your needs and your resources? Get real. You want to get real here. If you want to start, taking the sabbatical, you have to know how much money you need to support yourself, right? So you got to do the math. You got to do a little bit of math and figure out what you need to survive. You want to continue. You want to look at any kind of potential challenges or obstacles you're going to face, and make sure you have contingency plans set up. The 4th one is timing, right? So when is the optimal time to take off that sabbatical? Is it right after the layoff? Is it when you've been with a company for a few years? You really want to make sure that the timing is right in your career, in your life, with that job. That's really, really important. Do you have family commitments? What's the market looking like? There's so many factors. So you just want to make sure the timing is right. A lot of times, actually, too, you want to make sure you're checking your company handbooks, because some companies give sabbaticals, and you want to take advantage of that opportunity for sure. Planning and preparation. So, like I said before about setting those goals, now you have to outline the steps to getting to those goals. So you know what you need to do. Now start putting the specific steps on how do I get there, and how I'm going to live my life too for during that year off, because you just don't want to take the year off and kind of have no idea what you're going to do. You want to have some idea, even if your plans are to relax and just do nothing. Have a plan for that relaxation. What are you going to do while you're doing nothing? What does that nothing look like? Is it watching TV most of the day? Is it going for walks? What are you doing? What's your day looking like? You also want to like plan, if you're taking a year off, are you going to travel, right? Are you going to go places? So you need to research those destinations. You need to look at the accommodations, the cost of living, arranging your logistics, flights and all that stuff, train rides, all that stuff. So coming up with your budget, and it will give you a guide to that sabbatical for sure. And then you want to communicate, obviously, to your friends, family, employers, like what's going on, because they need to know why you're not working and like what are you doing. So make sure that you're communicating. The next step is embracing flexibility. You have to be flexible and open-minded because things are going to change. Your sabbatical could change, the length of the sabbatical, the things that you're doing during your sabbatical. Life happens, okay? Life be lifing. And so you need to be open to the cool things that could happen, serendipitous things that could happen, unexpected opportunities, as they say. Make sure that you are open to change, because if you're not open to change, then it's going to be probably more challenging than it needs to be. The last one is nurture your well-being. So self-care is so important, and that should be a part of your plan. How are you going to be taking care of yourself during the sabbatical? The sabbatical is the reason maybe why you need the self-care, right? So just make sure that you're prioritizing your well-being, that you have strategies in place for your mental health, that like maybe you're going to have some pitfalls, some doubts, putting things up to support yourself, and pursuing, new activities, focusing on traveling, whatever you need to do, finding resources ahead of time. Don't do things last minute. That's key, and that was like the first step is like make sure you're planning. The goals, set those goals, and make sure the fourth step was planning, but yeah, make sure that you are taking care of yourself and you are getting yourself where you need to be. That's key. I went through these really quick, but I think that's pretty much it. You want to set your goals. You want to analyze your needs and your resources. You want to focus on the timing of the situation. You want to think about planning and the preparation. You want to be embracing flexibility. Make sure you're flexible. And then you also want to make sure that you are nurturing your well-being. So I think all those things will lead you to a path to a very, very successful sabbatical, where there's personal growth, there's exploration, there's renewal. So that's the point of the sabbatical, is to rest and reset and then come out renewed in a sense. So that is 6 steps to taking a year off of work. If you found this helpful, if you think that you need more help in achieving these goals, all you have to do is reach out to me. You can, like I said, my link's in the description below. Shoot me an email, and let's see how I can support you today. Thank you for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And please share and like this. That's how I can get in front of more people and I can spread my message and help more others. So thank you so much, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.